Hello, this is Eddie from Your Gamers TV, and today, as requested, I'm bringing you my no-scope tutorial. Due to the positive feedback that I got when I made my quickscope tutorial, I decided to make this one when I hit 50 subscribers. I know it's a little late, but I've been really busy lately, so here it is. And remember, this is not going to be as effective as my quickscope tutorial, as no scopes are still kind of fluky even if you know the technique. But what I will do is explain it in the best way that I can, and to get your very fluky no scopes to become fluky no scopes to have a better chance of hitting. Okay, first I'm going to be showing you an example of the shots, and then I'll show you how to execute them. The first shot you saw is just the standard shot, and we've got the spin shot or the drag shot here. I'm not going to be explaining the standard shot because it's pretty simple as it is. And you've got the moving shot. Okay, now how to execute them. Okay, I'm starting with the spinning shot basically. All you've got to do is stop a little bit to the left or the right of your opponent, and then as you spin, just as your crosshairs are gonna go over them, you shoot. So as you can see here in slow motion, just as my crosshairs went over him, I shot. Here's another example of it. Just as your crosshairs go over them, you shoot. Watch the bullets. You see when they disappear, when one disappears. Just right before my actual crosshairs went over him. That is just right. And now for the moving shot. Just as your crosshairs go over them, you shoot. It's exactly like the spinning shot, just that this time you don't actually spin. This is just, it works with the same physics as the spinning shot, but I like the spinning shot better as it's actually sometimes easier to hit, but it's also just as good in its own ways. Okay, we've got the G shot, the double tap triangle shot, the jump shot, the spin shot or the drag shot as I just showed you, the prone shot, and the moving shot. Now I'm going to show you how to execute them. They'll be shown in order of the best to the worst. Okay, it's kind of predictable, but the G shot at medium range is the best. Your crosshairs have to be a little bit to the left or the right of your opponent, and then you've got to move, and when they're roughly in the middle of your crosshairs, you shoot when the crosshairs actually get smaller or stop. Other people would say this is the most effective no scope at far range. So when your close crosshairs stop, you just shoot. Sometimes it doesn't hit because all no scopes are kind of fluky in a way, but you can try and get the percentage of hits. Yeah, just better. Okay, we've got the spin shot or the drag shot. This is a very effective no scope at medium range. Your crosshairs have to be a little bit to the left or to the right of your opponent, and as your crosshairs go over them, you shoot. And we've got the moving shot, which works with the same physics. As your crosshairs move over your opponent, you shoot. Okay, this is okay. It's not one of the best to try at medium range, but yeah, it's okay. The prone shot, as you're proning, you shoot. Same as this, the jump shot is pretty, most definitely very fluky at medium range. It shouldn't be tried, but it is an attempt. And lastly, we got the infamous double tap triangle shot, which I rate as the worst no scope to do at medium range, and you'll see why. Okay, so I hit him as well. You think the double tap triangle shot is good? Okay, watch closely and pay attention to the crosshairs. As you can see, the crosshairs just stopped. That is basically a G shot just disguised as a double tap triangle shot, and that's how most people do it. It's very fluky to hit an actual double tap triangle shot. Most of the time it's disguised. Okay, at long range we've got the G shot, the prone shot, and the jump shot. No other shot should be tried at long range. Now I know you think Why am I telling you to do a prone shot and a jump shot when I just told you that they're the most fluky? At long range it's different, and I'll show you why. That there's no way to beat it, the other shots will not hit, and these shots have got a better chance of hitting that far range. Okay, I'm starting off with some general rules which people don't really follow, but they should be followed. Okay, first of all, what do you notice going on in all of these no scopes or hit? Look at the crosshairs and look at where I'm aiming. Pay attention to it. Okay, I'll just tell you. As you can see, most of the shots that actually do hit, I've been aiming very low with my aimer. I've not been aiming their chest, I've been aiming pretty much their legs. Look, as you can see in every good no scope I hit, I was aiming pretty low. There's a perfectly good reason or explanation for this. Just another example, I'm just showing you that I'm aiming low. Okay, so here's my general rule. The longer the distance, the lower you aim. I don't know why the rules apply like that, but that's just how it is. In this game, if you no scope at far range, you've got to be aiming low or the bullets will go over someone's head, which you won't want. And here's another general rule. What do you see going on with these no scopes? As you can see, if you're going to move right before you G-shot, stop when the crosshairs are just a little bit more to the right of your opponent, not the center, or they will not hit sometimes. So basically, if you're moving left, it's okay, it makes no difference, but if you're moving right, just stop a little bit more than the center. These are just rules I've discovered when I've just been experimenting with the no scopes. And okay, this is why I said the prone shot and the jump shot is good at long range. Just a little simple maths. If you aim lower, the farther you get away from your opponent, eventually you'll be aiming the ground. So your bullets will be hitting straight into the floor, and only very fluky no scopes would hit. That's why the prone shot and the jump shot is more successful at far range, as they're not on level ground. If you're jumping, you can aim lower, it would hit, and if you're proning, you can aim higher and it will hit. So the rules will still apply and your no scope should be accurate. This is just me showing another jump shot. Okay, and here's another rule if you're going to shoot someone at far range. This is just a tip. If you're at far range, the easiest option is to get on a higher surface than your opponent. Straight away you're at the advantage. Okay, again, the last thing you can actually do is just practice. Go to a private lobby with your friends and just ask them to do a no scope only match, and there you can practice. Practicing will make your no scopes better. I'm not going to say practice makes perfect, because you can never be perfect at quick no scope. It's just too fluky. Okay, and let me just explain a little bit about a 360. As you can see, it just works just like a spinning shot. Watch the bullets. You can actually see the bullet was fired before I even passed him. Although it looks like the bullet fired afterwards, it's just the physics of Call of Duty. So it's just a little tip. So just practice and hopefully you will know how to no scope with a better percentage of hits.